if you look at the Southeast Asian market and compare it to our larger neighborhood markets of China, Hong Kong, and India, one of the things becomes evident is that the market cap to GDP ratios of our markets was always lagging, except for Singapore, of course. The markets are getting deeper. There has been a lot of institutional capital that has made its way into the private markets, private equity funds, venture funds, infrastructure funds. They will all look to seek exits through public markets. Plus, the family-owned businesses are also considering to get more and more institutional capital. So we see this trend continuing, more and more companies looking to access public markets to fund growth. As we have said in our NIFA conference, it's Asia's time to shine, and Southeast Asia, all the markets are actually growing quite rapidly, and the growth requires capital. So we see a consistent trend of this pipeline of IPOs continuing in this market as these markets mature and more institutionalized.
So, Jwalant, this might be a silly question. I don't have the answer to this. Hopefully you will. We've been talking about a winter, not just for crypto, but also for private markets, right? Whether it's VC, private equity, etc. If you think prospects are much more positive for public markets, why so? What advantage do they have in this kind of environment?
Look, I think the challenge is that U.S. interest rates remain very high compared to historic lows, and I think that means the cost of risk will continue to be higher. But having said that, you still have institutional capital that needs to be finding a way to invest, and we have almost 1,000 investors here at NIFA, and a lot of them are actually learning more about private companies, learning more about existing public companies, and looking to deploy capital in a reasonable time frame. It may not happen tomorrow, but I think over the course of next 6 to 12 months, we see more and more capital being attracted to public markets once interest rate environment becomes a bit more predictable and benign. I think the other thing we see is also the kind of companies that will go public will change. In our view, I think in earlier segment you mentioned about downstream businesses being built out in Southeast Asia. We see a very big trend in energy transition for the whole region. Digitization, yes, it's been a difficult time for a period of time, but we believe that's a trend that will come back, especially with the anvil of AI and other such technologies, as well as consumption. Let's not forget, 600 million consumers in Southeast Asia, all getting to a per capita, which is going to be a very attractive point for consumer companies to be going public, indigenous consumer companies. So we see a very interesting trend emerging in this part of the world, which is sustainable in nature.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.